I am always like in a different world, just like, ah yes, flowers. Even talking to you, I am like out of breath. I am going to call my mom. Hi team, it's Rachel here. I am back with another video. I just wanted to record this video because the new year is coming up. It's going to be 2020 soon, and I was just reflecting back on my year, and I realized that there was a lot that I accomplished this year, but there was also a lot of mishaps and missteps that I made in my life, and I just really wanted to take a look at what I had done and make goals for the new year. I feel like 2020 or like a new year is a great time to start up new habits, to try to change parts of your life, because it just feels kind of new. I feel like people are always making New Year's resolutions and not completing them, but I feel like the way I'm doing it is going to help a lot. So I actually have a super long list of New Year's resolutions. I'd like to share them with you. Maybe you'll get some inspiration out of them. Maybe you'll get some ideas for what things you want to fix. As I was writing my list, Jake was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm writing my New Year's resolution list." And he's like, "Oh, maybe I should do that." And then he came up with like 3 things, and I have like 15. But anyway, let me grab that list. Okay, so I put my list in a moleskin. As you can see, I love these things. So I'm really excited to work on some of these New Year's resolutions because I really feel that these will make me a more conscious, empathetic, caring person, as well as more conscious of my environment. So I'm just really excited to start working on these, and let's just dive in. So I have 6 buckets of goals that cover a series of different things. So I'll just start with my first one. So the first is to pay off $20,000 in student loans. I know that's a lot of money, but I really think I can do it. And a YouTuber, Aja Dang, she just paid off like $250,000 in debt this past like 2 weeks, and I am so inspired by her. I really want to take a hit at my debt and just get rid of it so I can just start living a life and start saving for other things that I deem more important. I can talk about in my next video how exactly I'm going to pay off that $20,000. I really think that it's important to talk about finances, and I know I'm not the only one out there with debt. So I just want to share my tips and tricks and exactly how I plan to do that. So keep an eye out for that video coming up soon. So my second is to put $2,000 in an emergency fund. I currently have $1,000, but I want to have $2,000. With my health insurance, I had to go to the emergency room once this year, and the bill came out to like $400. That's a large chunk of money, and I do not want to have to put that on a credit card. So I want to have money for emergencies, or if I have to get a new engine, or really anything, if I have to travel home for a sudden family event or something like that. I want to have that money to be able to do that comfortably and without worrying about my finances. So the third is to cut out all credit card shopping. So I'm currently working on that already. I did use my credit cards a few times this year, but I really want to just cut them out. So I cut 2 of my credit cards up. I have 1 left that I'm still kind of holding on to, but I haven't put any spending on it in the last few months. But yeah, credit cards have been the bane of my existence for a while. I didn't know how to use them. I was just swiping them in college, just having a good time. And so I am going to stop using credit cards and pay off all my debt in 2020. So that's really exciting. So my next one is to find a second stream of income. I am putting an increased amount of money into my retirement funds, my Roth IRA, and this next year. So even though I've gotten a salary raise, my income is probably going to stay the same as it was last year. I want to be making more money, so I'm thinking of getting a second job. I'm not sure yet. So my next thing is to raise my credit score. I can do that by being conscious of spending only what my needs are. I use a number of tools to achieve my financial goals, including apps and online extensions, and I think those could be really useful to you guys too. So I'm going to talk all about that in my next video. I paid off about $10,000 in debt this year, maybe a little bit more, and that was really awesome, and I can't wait to double that next year. So the next one is emotional. So these are just things I was bad at this year that I'm embarrassed to say, but yeah, I want to see my family 4 times a year. I saw them 2 times this year. I live on the other coast than them, and it's just been hard to go back. So I want to see them 4 times next year. I think I'm going to go back to California in January. The next one is to call my family 3 times a week, and that's every member of my family. I was really bad at that. I talked to my dad the most. I would text my siblings occasionally. My mom and I talk every once in a while, but it just wasn't nearly as much as I needed to. In the evenings, instead of going on Instagram or something for 3 minutes and scrolling through nothing, I am going to call my mom. And the last one is I want to be really conscious of the time that I spend in the evenings. I want to use that time to strengthen relationships with Jake, with my family, via phone, with friends. I just wanted to use that time productively and to strengthen my relationships with people because, you know, I spend so much time at work all week and it's just hard to make connections sometimes. So my health, so the first big one is that I quit drinking last year, and you know, it was a part of my life, social life and things like that, and I decided to cut it out in late December of last year. So I have not had alcohol except for once in the past 365 days. That's if you're watching this on January. And it has just really changed my life. It's made me so much healthier, and I just feel so much better in my body and so much more confident in social settings. I don't have insecurities about being in social settings anymore, and it just made me an all-around better person. So I want to continue that. I want to mentor someone. I want to find someone that I can help. I'm really young and I may not have a lot to offer, but I want to be of help to someone, so that's the goal. I want to exercise 2 times a week. Even talking to you, I'm like out of breath. I have not worked out in forever. I had a class pass and then it just like was going unused and it was charging me every like 15 minutes. So I am going to work out twice a week, and whether that's, you know, a short run, you know, high intensity walking or something like that, I just want to be healthier. I want a more established sleep schedule where I'm waking up earlier in the morning. Because I wake up pretty late. I wake up at like 8 or 8:10 in the morning, and I just feel like I could be so much more productive with my day. The next one is eat more plant-based. I was vegan for like a year and a half, and then I started eating meat and other products like that again. I really want to see a better world. I want to see a healthier world in all different aspects. Although like my goal is to be totally vegan, I just want to implement, you know, bring in more plants into my diet. Jake and I are already pretty good at that. We make vegan tofu meals that are delicious, and I know how to cook vegan because I was vegan for a year and a half, so I just want to bring that into my life again. And my last one is so important: maintain my mental health. I was in a really dark place for most of this year, and it was just really hard. It made me ineffective at work. It made me really ineffective at keeping my relationships and making them stronger, and I was just kind of in a pit. And things got better as the year went on, and at this point I feel better than I ever have in my entire life. There are still points where I'm up and down, but I feel better, and I've always been hesitant of getting help. You know, I'll be depressed for weeks and weeks and weeks or months, and I'll be like, people will be like, go to see a therapist. They're really expensive. My health insurance doesn't cover it. So I just want to be more active. If I start feeling that way again, I want to go get help. I want to go and be proactive so that I can take care of myself. The next one is career goals. This one's really important to me because I really want to start building my career. So the first one is to use the professional benefit that I have at my job. So they help us, they have funds set aside to help us progress in the field. So I want to use it to use and go to a conference, maybe go learn something new that could help me, and I didn't use it last year, so I want to use it this year. The next one is remain true to myself. You know, I feel like we're really young, and I think it's important, at least for me, to do something I love. I'm more concerned with doing good than money, and I just want to make sure I'm always checking with myself and see if I'm still proud of the work that I'm doing. I want to also respect my ability. I want to look at my ability and make sure I am in the proper place for it. That, you know, where it's also being respected. I have a lot of ideas at work next year, just a lot of projects, things I'm really excited about, and I just want to implement them successfully. I want to revamp the entire department that I'm in, and I'm really excited about completing that, so that's a big one. The next one is to network in my desired industry. I'm not quite in the exact issue, so imagine that I currently work in biotech issues. Like, I want to make the internet more secure. I don't know what they do, but I want to move. My actual passion is healthcare affordability. So I'm working in this field and doing really amazing work and getting skills that would be helpful in this field. So I just want to meet more people in this field. Just, you know, I'm really happy with my job and I plan to stay here for as long as I can. But I just think I should start to network a little bit more. The last one is I want to challenge myself. I want to always be moving forward, always be looking for new projects I can take on and new ways to help people. Yeah. So social. So like I said, I was really sick for like the first 2 years that I moved here, and it was really hard for me to form like a cohesive friend group. I met a few friends that like were kind of not connected, so I just want to form like a stronger friend group. That's one of my goals. I want to be more open to meeting people. I am a pretty introverted, shy, awkward person, and I just really want to be more open to meeting people. I am more open to social interaction now because I used to be really depressed and I couldn't really go out, and it just made it really hard to meet people. So now I have the capability and I want to go meet new people. So I want to continue to volunteer. I currently volunteer a few hours every few weeks. That was for a different purpose originally, but I've grown to love it, and I meet so many new people and people from all different walks of life, and I think it's just really important to give back. It gives me some time to like not think about myself for a little bit. My last one is become an active listener. I do not listen when anyone's talking to me. I am always like in a different world, just like, ah yes, flowers, and then like someone's talking to me, and I have so much trouble with that. I don't know what it is. I just can't listen for the sake of me, so I'm always getting distracted. And so yeah, I'm just want to work on being a more active listener. So the last bucket that is part of my goals is YouTube. This is my new hobby and I really enjoy doing it. I enjoy editing, I enjoy filming the footage, I enjoy vlogging, and I just want to be more conscious of the stuff I'm putting out and making sure that it is high quality. The first one is I want to post weekly, so keep an eye out for videos for me every Sunday by 1 or 2 p.m. I'm gonna say 2 p.m. No, I'm gonna say 1 p.m. 1 p.m. And I want to create more high quality content. I want to put out work that I have been really put thought into. So those are my 2020 goals. Just keep a note out that I put like real numbers in there. I'm gonna call my family 4 times a week. I'm gonna pay off $20,000 in student loans. Just these numbers are very precise, and I feel like they give me a little bit more guidance. Those are my 2020 goals. I plan to put out a few more videos this coming week. I would love it if you guys would like and comment and subscribe. It really helps me out, and I love seeing comments, especially from my family members and friends, and also people I don't know. It's nice. So yeah, just keep an eye out for more videos, and I really thank you so much for watching this. Please leave your thoughts below and let me know what your New Year's resolutions are. Bye!